Hello everyone, it's Julie from Camelia Crafts Designs. Welcome back. I've been messing with some book pages today and I've been making some of these pretty simple book page tags with pockets. Just the one pocket on front. They're still then slim enough to pop in a pocket or a tuck spot in your junk journals without adding too much bulk. I've made quite a few different sizes. These are all from botanical book pages. Yeah, that one, I've sewn some, I've not sewn others. I've finished some, I've not finished others. This little one I made with one of the pages from the front of a book that just had text on. It happened to be just the right size as well to pop a vintage tea card in, which were handy. Which then got me thinking, I wonder if I could fit a playing card in the others. Yeah, so the bigger book pages I've used just happened to be the right size to put playing cards in. So yeah, that's just, yeah, it turned into a bit of a mass make, didn't it? While I was playing. That is a pocket. That big tag I made, I wanted it big. I just cut the top off and I've just turned that into what will become a pocket on a page in a journal. So you can have a tuck there, pocket there, sorry, tuck there, pocket there. Get me pockets and tocks mixed up, yeah, with pockets and tocks, yeah, whatever. I did also promise a couple of people that I would show the books that I used for a previous project, and as I'm using them again for this project, I thought this was a perfect time. So today I've used the Concise British Flora in colour. That's my old copy that I've actually just got texted pages left on, because I then picked another copy up on eBay that doesn't have a dust jacket. It's the same book even though it's hardback, yeah, and these are the pages I'm using today. It's yummy. There are a lot of these botanical type books about where you get the botanical images on one side and then the writing on the other. So when you take the book apart, you're left with that sort of page. Yeah, I like to fold them in such a way that just leaves me the yummy bits showing. So that's that book. These are actually all listed. I do have them. I forgot this at the time the ladies asked. I do have them listed on my Amazon storefront. I don't always buy them from Amazon because the prices, yeah, I've mentioned before how prices go up and down on Amazon. So you might go on and it might say books £100. No, I didn't pay £100 for it. I would never. That just happens to be how much it is at minute. But it's there so you can get the details. Right, this is another one I used. It's a colour guide to familiar trees, leaves, bark and fruit. Some of these pages are not what I would use, but then some of them, like this one, are quite pretty, especially for like your autumnal journals, those, yeah? So these are the two sides of book pages I've used and the two books I've used today. Right, put them out. Wait, there is another one. I've not used this because I need to get another copy. Again, I've got a few left. A few. It's a colour guide to familiar wildflowers, ferns and grasses. These are UK books, but I do know there's US versions, because my friend Shirley in Oklahoma has some that look very similar, but they're USA plants. Yeah. Right, I'll show you how I do the book pages. There's no cutting. There is cutting. I'm lying. There's a little bit of cutting with a pair of scissors, but there's no measuring and hardly any waste. The only waste is the little corners that you cut off top to make them tag shaped. So there. Do I want to use that one? Or that one's prettier. Should we use a prettier one? Oh, that one's really pretty. Oh, it'll be a challenge to get that on front, but we can do it. Yeah, I'll use that one, then I'll show you how I decide where to fold to get the particular parts of the book page on the front of the tag. Right, this book page is going to make two tags. I'll tell you how big it actually is, because you could make this out of digital papers. That one is actually 10, is it? Just a smidgen over 10, so it's 10 inches and 1/8 by 7 1/4. So you can easily do this with digital printouts or different size books. Right, first thing I do is decide which is going to be my pocket and which is going to be the back part. Grab a tag and I'll show you what I mean. Which bit I want showing up front at tag and which bit's going to get tucked in there. Now I want that bit showing because it's yummy. I like that. That's yummy, but not as yummy. Yeah. So.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Well, I didn't ask you, did I? She's always chiming in lately. Gertrude knows how to craft better than me. Yes, someone's asked me as well who Gertrude is. Because my Amazon electronic device whose name begins with the letter A, I don't say a name on videos because it'll activate all your Amazon electronic devices with names beginning with A. I call her Gertrude. She's a bit old, she's a bit deaf, she's one of the first generation ones, and I don't even know what I say sometimes to activate her. She comes out with some weird stuff. Anyway, back, let's just get back to it. Stop waffling. Right, you can make these 2 tags at a time and then cut it in half. Or you can cut the page in half and make your tags. On this one, I'm just going to make both at the same time. So I want a little fold over on there. I don't like making do I know what I'm on about? I haven't got a clue what I'm saying. Yeah, that pocket there, I've folded the paper over so it's double. I think it makes it a little bit more robust, less likely to tear. And your tag's going to last longer, isn't it? I mean, we're making these for journals that we hope are going to last quite a long time. So I'm just going to grab my bone folder. It's that side I want to score. Use that side, woman. Use that side. And I'm using a ruler. And yeah, I'm going to have to lose that little bit. Normally I'd want a little bit more, but I don't want to lose that flower. So this is what I said. There's no measuring. It's just yay much here, there and everywhere. Get your scoreboard out if you can be bothered, if you've got one. But I know not everyone's got one. So yeah, that, ooh. And then I'm going to stick that down with my glue stick. Whee, that were a long way. There we go. Yep. Now, at this point, I'm going to fold that over and I'm going to decide if you want to put a playing card in it or whatever you want to put in pocket, make sure that pocket is not deeper than what you want to put in it. I want to put a playing card in it, so I don't want it to be deeper than pocket, do I? But I just want that yummy pink showing. So I think I'm going to fold that about there. Yeah? I hope you're with me so far. So I've just folded a little bit over to make my lip. My pocket's going to be on the left on this one. I'm not really bothered me whether they're not left or right. And then I'm going to fold that bit over there and tuck it underneath. Yeah? Now, depending on how far I fold that over is how wide my tag's going to end up being. Yeah? I'm not right bothered how wide it is as long as my playing card fits in. So I'm just going to tuck it over. Yay much. Whee. I can fold these wider pieces without having to score them. It just all goes all wonky if I try and fold a really small piece of paper over. So that's it. That's going to be my 2 tags. Just going to run my bone folder on these creases. Now I've decided they're permanent. And then I'm going to come in and glue this bit down to there. There we go. Just so things don't catch or come apart when you start putting things in your pockets. There we go. Right, I'll grab my paper trimmer. And again, if you've got something particular you want to put in that pocket, make sure your tag's going to be high enough. So on this one, I'm going to cut it there. So I'll have one tag with that picture on and one tag with this lovely... Yeah, it's that one. It's the digitalis, isn't it? Foxglove, that's it. It's got its Latin name, is it there? So I'm going to cut it about there. I'm favouring a lot of crafting without measuring lately. It's just so much easier. So they're going to be my 2 tags. I've just knocked a load of boxes on the floor that I'd stacked up. They're my tabs. Because I'm just so clumsy. Stay, don't go this time. Right, I'm going to shape the corners now to make them tag shaped. I've got a plastic card kicking about somewhere. There we go. And do the top, woman. It's much better to do top at tag. That's nice. And again, you've probably seen this done before. If you're a beginner and you haven't, it's just a way to get your two angles exactly the same. Yeah. And the card, I didn't even measure it. I just randomly cut corners off. In fact, look, I'll do another one there. Yay much and yay much. And I can use any. I'm not going to use that one on here because it would eat into the flap, and I just don't think I'd like the look of that. So I'll go back to using that one. So line it up and snip it off. I might even be doing it differently. Yeah, I've done it different to that one, but it doesn't matter. As long as you use the same corner on both. I did that much waffling, I haven't got a clue which one I used on first. And then I'm going to come in and do a bit of inking. Just ink the flap. Let's have a bit more ink on ink pad, woman. Whee. That's that. Then you can either sew these or glue them, or you can do a bit of both, which is what I normally do. I'm going to glue these. I'm not going to sew on camera. It's a faff. It's a faff. And you've seen what they look like sewed. So I want to glue that bit down to there. Now, glue along the top there where you've angled it, if you're not going to sew. And along that bit. And then along the flap for the bottom. And there you have a tag. We'll glue this one. And then it's up to you how much you decorate them. I did have a comment from someone say it's lovely to see that you're not covering up all the gorgeous paper and book pages. But yeah, that's me. I don't like to. If something looks pretty, I stop. If I think, oh, that looks good, it's pretty, right, I'm not doing any more. Sometimes you need to add more than others, don't you? Now this one, it needs something. I think I'm going to put a label up here. The ones I showed you earlier, I'd put labels lower down, like these. Grab my pile again. Yeah, that one. I'd put a little cluster of labels there. I've not put anything in pocket yet. I made that pocket rather deep, so my playing card won't fit in it, so I'll have to find something else. Put that in, and then, yeah, where's it gone? You've got to rummage for it. Don't want to have to rummage in a journal, do I? Rummaging is for making, not journaling, is it? Oh, shut up, woman. That makes no sense whatsoever. Can you imagine me writing a book of quotes? No, don't even go there. So, yeah, I'm waffle-tastic today, aren't I? And I've got a little handful of labels and bits and bobs out here. Here are some of the ones that I made in the Scrapbusters challenge of the week. And I've got some digital ones. I did get my little box of Tim Holtz snippets out, but I think I'll have what I want here. No, that's too red on that. I like that on that. I really do. Covers that big leaf up. That's dominating at the minute, that big green leaf in it. But if I put that on, it just, yeah. For some reason now I look at the flower rather than the green leaf. And I look at the label. That one, 65 cents. I might put a little cluster of labels on here. I don't want to cover the actual plant up though. So what else we got? Don't spend 3 days looking for a label, Julie. We're showing how to make tags. Oh, don't know why I like that. And what else we got? I think I want one with writing on. I'm going to grab my folder and get even more labels out. Don't spend 3 days looking for labels, Julie. Just get your folder out and get even more labels. And your folder happens to be upside down. Let's make a little cluster up there. Maybe. I like that green. And I like that. I want some labels with writing on. This is the little book that Helen, who's in Australia, sent me. Thank you so much, Helen. It's very handy. Very handy indeed. Here we go. I knew I'd got a load of labels with writing on. I put them in all tidy, Helen, to start off with, but they're so not going to stay tidy. It'll just get shoved in. But at least I can see more labels than I can when I'm rummaging in a box. Right. I think I might put a label over the edge on this one and then that label. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So we'll fold you over. We'll ink you up and glue you on. And then when I've done faffing decorating these two, I'll make a couple of little ones. Yeah, I like that. We'll glue you with that. Whee. Oh, if you saw that picture I put on my community page of my cat, yeah, cheeky cat. She was under my desk the other day and I had no clue she were even there. But I heard a bell tinkle. We put the bell on, didn't we, to stop her catching mice. And luckily she's not caught any birds yet, but hopefully it stops her catching birds too. But she had that look on her face as though she were up to something, but I couldn't see what she'd been up to. It's like kids, isn't it? You walk into a room and they've got that face, and you just know they've been up to something, but you don't know what. Well, my cheeky little Nala has that face. So thank you for all your lovely comments on it. I love hearing about what your cats have been up to. Yeah, I like that. And that's all that one needs, I think. And I'm just going to ink more edges. And then you can put whatever you want on top. I've put, yeah, I have. I put tabs on some. I put lace on some. Just whatever fits that particular tag, isn't it? I'm not putting anything else on that, just that one label. I like that. And I normally do things in 3s, but I've left that as a 2. What a rebel. Ooh. Oh, I can hear an aeroplane going over. I don't think camera picks that up, or even microphone. That's me. I hear with my eyes and see with my ears. Right, that's that. So I'm just going to grab a couple of little labelly tabs for this one. I just like this green colour. It's the green file folders, and I just cut labels and tabs from the scraps. We've got any more green? Yeah. Oh, that's a big one. I like that though. Oh, what's that one? Oh, what are these? No, don't like them. That one's a little bit too big. I have put the really big ones on a couple of other tags, but I don't want to do that again. Find a medium-sized one. Why is it the one thing you want you don't have? I've decided I want to put medium ones on. Yeah, I've found one. Can't even blame kids for nicking these because they don't. Yeah. Fold them over. These are the ones that I've cut with the dies I got from AliExpress. I know a lot of you have bought them. Again, I'll put any links in my description for things I've used and mentioned. I usually remember to. I sometimes forget. If I mention something's from Amazon, you'll find it on my Amazon storefront. I know I do use some things that I can't find the links for the USA, the .com Amazon storefront. It does this thing where it only lets you view things that are available for shipping to the UK, which is madness. And it will only let me put those links on. I don't know why. I don't know why. But if you're in US, you can still look at my Amazon UK storefront. You can then copy and paste the title and find it. Whee. So I'm just going to pop that on there. I like that. They're quite pretty. We've not even put anything in them yet. I think you'll agree they are quite simple. And like I say, I'm favouring things that don't have measurements lately. I think it's because I can't remember them for 2 minutes flat. There we go. You could stamp something else on. In fact, I think that needs an eyelet. Let me grab my hole punch. It's still about. Just needs an eyelet. It really does. I think there's too much plain green tag there, isn't there? But you don't have to put an eyelet in. You could draw an eyelet. Yeah, Draw an eyelet. Put a dot on. You know, like people who didn't have real mouths used to draw them on. There you go. Whee. I'm getting a bit low on black ones. In fact, I've almost run out of black ones. I'll use these. They're like a gunmetal colour. I've no qualms about mixing and matching metal colours now in my journals. When I first started, it was like everything's got to be one colour. No, it hasn't, Julie. Isn't it weird what restrictions we impose on ourselves? Or I'll say it in Yorkshire, isn't it funny what restrictions we pose on as sens? As sens. That's how we say ourselves in Yorkshire. On as sens. Right. Oh, that just transforms it, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Don't know why I'm talking posh. Oh, wouldn't it be nice to find the same flower, but if I've got it, I bet I've already used it. Oh no, there it is. Foxglove. Oh, that was just so that were lucky, that. I've no idea what that is. I've also covered up the words that told me what it were. So yeah, forethought and planning are not my strongest suits, but that one goes lovely. I'm a bit impulsive in some respects. Whee. We'll just ink that up a little. Now, I've made 2 tags with cards, and there's absolutely nowhere to journal on them. Not a problem. Now, what I do, I will get some tea-dyed paper, put it on the back so I can journal if I wish to. The same with these cards. Back them with tea-dyed paper, or I use the brown sticky paper sometimes, and then you can journal. I'm not going to do that now because you've seen me do that lots, and it's a bit like watching paint dry. You've seen it 10 times. But I'm pretty happy with those. They're so cute. Now, I don't think they even need stitching around, but you could if you wanted to. Those ones, they were not as colourful, so I think a little bit of stitching has just given them a little bit more interest. Those 2, I'm pretty happy with those as they are. So let's make a small one. I'm just going to tidy the desk up. There we go. Desk's all tidy. All bits I'd lost while making the first few are now back where they should be. Right, I'm going to make some of these smaller ones. And like I said, these just happen to be the perfect size to pop tea cards in. That's a little daisy one. Right, and I've also grabbed my tea cards that have pictures of trees on, because I think they're more appropriate when I'm using book pages with pictures of trees. I'll probably swap these out. I don't know. Use what you want. Stick a butterfly in if you want. I've been staying away from butterflies for a while. I think I'm ready for a big butterfly bonanza. Yeah. Right, here's the pages I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use that one. And again, I should get 2 out of this. I don't know whether I like the bottom one. If that ends up showing up, I'll cover it with a label. I'm not quite sure. What is it? A weird water? It's a weird watering can. I really think it is, but I'm not sure. Stop rabbiting. Right, this one, I'm not really bothered what ends up showing up front. So I'm just going to go ahead, and I can use my scoreboard for this because I can fit a little book page on my scoreboard. I'm just going to score a little bit. 1/4 of an inch will do, just so I can. Ooh, I forgot, I don't normally use that tool on my scoreboard. It's a bit pointy and it can rip my paper. There we go, that's better. So there we are. I don't mind what side my pocket's going to be at. And because that's such a small lip, I'm going to do it with my art glitter rather than my glue stick, just to make sure it stays stuck. There we go. You stay stuck, mate. You stay stuck. Get the bone folder on it. That'll help it stay stuck. Right. So that I'm gonna end up with my pocket on that side this time. Who'd have thunk it? Right, don't make your pocket wider than a tea card if you want to stick a tea card in it. So that will be fine. That's straightish off. Straightish, that's a new word, straightish off. Straightish enough. My brain got ahead of me. My mouth got ahead of my brain and I missed middle out of what I was saying. Then I'm going to tuck that under, just so you don't see any writing. Oh, that page corner were also damaged, so we're not even seeing that now. That looks good to me. So we'll bone fold it down. I'll pop some glue stick on that to stick it. There we go. Like I say, if you're not going to sew it, just pay a bit more attention to the edges when you're gluing down. I've decided I think I might sew over around these when they're done. Right, here's the chopper. I actually don't mind that now, but I think I will put a ticket over it. And cut it roughly in half, just make sure it's going to be, yeah, I'll still be able to get my T cards in. If you're not bothered what you're going to put in, if you're going to make your custom size little cards to pop in after, or you could just put, you might be using it in a journal where you want to put receipts or things just as little memories, then you don't have to worry about that. Right, get your Boots card, woman. Boots Advantage card. I don't even think they do that anymore. I ain't got a clue. It's years old. Snippety snip. Snip. Yeah, that's a tag shape. I'm going to do the same with this one. Snip. Snip. Get a bit of ink on the edges before you glue. Yeah, making them this way as well, every part of the tag is at least 2 pieces thick, so it just makes it's nice and sturdy without being overly chunky. Now I'll go around the edges. I'll glue them after. So can you imagine how good these would be for a mass make? You could chop all your pages, fold all your edges, then snip all your corners. You know how a mass make works. Right, let's glue this down. The flap, I'm putting the glue on, then I won't glue too much. There we go. And same on this one. Whee. There we go. My kids are getting back into the swing of things at school now, and we've got Monday off. Obviously, it's a bank holiday for Queen's funeral. Poor Queenie, that is so sad. I won't be dwelling on it though. Thank you all for your lovely messages, people who have sent me messages. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, it's like, wow, I've not known life without the Queen. I suppose most of you haven't. Right, what we're going to do next, decide what to put on top. I think I just want to put holes in some of these and eyelets. So grab me chomper dial. If you're going to sew, I suggest you do your sewing before you put your eyelets in. It can be done after, but it's a darn sight more awkward. Oh, I hope I can still fit my T card in that one. Just. It'll just fit. That one's made early. We don't need to finish those now. And yeah, these need a little bit more decoration, I think. Again, I'm just going to go for labels. What did we put on things before labels? Flowers, didn't we? And I think I need something bold. Yeah, that needs something there. And I think that's it. That's all I'm going to put on that one. There is a list in my description as well about people I get my digital labels from. I quite often do not know who I bought each individual one from. And I've got it wrong a few times when I've tried to guess, so I don't guess anymore. Well, there's lots of people do gorgeous labels now. And then there's the favourite one, Tracy Fox. I think she was the first. And yeah, I still love her labels. She's got that many kits now. I could spend a fortune on them, but I'm not going to. It's not happening. I can't have that many labels in my life. I'm a bit more discerning about what I buy. And it's not because the stuff's not gorgeous. It's, come on, how many digital labels do you need, woman? How many? I've probably got so many already that I've not used one of each. Right, what we got here? No, I don't want blue. I said I was going to put a ticket on that other one and I never did. See, if I could remember what I'm doing, I think it just stifled my creativity. I must have found something better. Do you know what? I think I'm just going to put a little cluster up here. Yeah, that's going to be what I do. I don't want to cover that berry up, I've decided. And you don't have to put anything on. Whee. You could go to town, you could put lace on, you could put sentiments on. I don't tend to put a lot of my sentiments on until I'm filling the journal. Then I can choose the sentiment that's appropriate for wherever I've placed it. Or sometimes I'll just put random ones on. Random. That will go with everything. Now that says Tuesday. Tuesday. And then we've got the little number. Have I inked that? If I have, I can't see it, so I'm going to do it again. Yeah, I seem to have broken away from the put things in 3s and 5s. And I've gone for 2. But I like it. I like that. When it's straightish, it's even nicer. Yeah. And now I'll put some eyelets in. Which ones? Which one? Oh, I've got some shiny black ones there. Oh, I think I'll use those. I'll use those on both of them. Variety is the spice of life, as they say. Isn't it just? Ooh, yummy. Ooh, what's that one? And that is that one. There we go. And through the top, I think I'll put some twine. I'll put some rather fine twine because it's a little tag. Fine twine. That makes me think fine wine. I think I might have to go to shops. I could fancy some fine wine this evening while watching telly. She says the woman who hadn't had a drink since I think it's Christmas. I don't even think I've had a drink through summer. No, I haven't. Wow. If I went back now and told my 20-year-old self that I'd be drinking once or twice a year in my 50s, she'd just laugh. She'd laugh. She'd be on the floor. She'd crack a little rib laughing, I'm telling you. She would. I think it's when you're a single mum, you just don't drink often, especially when kids are little. And now I've just like got out of habit. Right, so that's the 2 I've made just now. Here's the 2 we made earlier. As you can see, you don't need to sew them. I think they look yummy enough without any sewing on whatsoever. But if you do have a sewing machine, you can go to town. Look at that one. I went all fancy. I sewed around there. Whoa, that took a while. I doubt I'll be doing it often. Oh, I've not put tea cards in, have I? Grab your tea cards, woman. I picked these up in job lots off at eBay. If you buy lots that are not complete, they tend to be a bit cheaper. I mean, I'm not using them as a complete set. I'm using them individually, so I don't need to buy a complete set, do I? These are the ones I like. Yeah, where it shows you the bark, the leaf, the seed, everything. It's like the whole life cycle of... There you go. The whole life cycle of the tree. Oh, and there, we've got another one. Right. I'll just put a little bit of ink on those. These are obviously, I don't know, they've been kept somewhere where they've not aged as much. So I'll put a bit of ink on. I didn't have to bother inking the ones I used last time. So that one can go in there. And that one in there. So there we have it. Book page tags with a pocket. And I didn't even have to make journal cards from, because I've used plain cards and I've used tea cards. So I hope you enjoyed that. Give it a whirl. If you don't have books, use digitals. Use anything you want. That's the whole idea of this. I mean, I'm trying to move away from seeing something and thinking, ooh, I need that exact same book. I need that exact same stamp or die. I don't. I'll use what I've got. And if I haven't got anything like it, I'll make something else. So, yeah. Right. Thank you very much. And I will see you next time. Bye.